What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So, ranking every single League of Legends video. This is what I am going to be doing today. So the first thing I definitely need to clarify is what I mean when I say every video. It doesn't include any login themes because I've not gone through all the login themes just yet. It also doesn't include individual cinematics or videos from League of Legends, and also trailers or videos for skins as well. This is just kind of the general League of Legends videos. So you can see that you've got all your cinematics, you've got your Tales of Runeterra videos, and you've also got your Animation Workshop videos as well. So I think I've done about 120, maybe 130 videos from League of Legends on the channel so far. So I think I'm now in a position to rank them. And this ties in nicely with the next thing I want to say, which is this is just my opinion. This is not fact, this is just my opinion. I might put something in the highest tier and you might think it's in the lowest tier. And in a way, that's a good thing because it'd be boring if we were all the same. Variety is the spice of life. So don't get annoyed if you disagree, just put something in the comment section. Let me know what your favourites are and which ones you don't like as well. And also if you agree or disagree with my ranking. So the final thing before we kick things off here is the ranking system. So we've got D, C, B, A and S. So in my head now, D is okay, but it was a little bit below what I expected it to be. C is kind of standard. B is very good. A is amazing. A is one of the things where I've watched numerous times. B I might go back and watch again, but A I would happily watch over and over and over again. And then we have S, which is basically God tier. You could show it to someone who has no idea about League of Legends, including myself, and they would thoroughly enjoy it. That's how good S is. So with that loose description of my tiering system, let's go. These are all in random order. I've not specifically put them in this order, but we'll go from this one all the way down to the last one. So let's go. So the first one here is actually the most recent one I've done, which is the Tales of Runeterra, the Empire of the Ascended. Pretty good. That was a pretty good video. Good to see Azir in that, and also Renekton and Nasus fighting. We obviously know their backstory in the BIOS, so good to actually see them on screen fighting as well. I would put that one though, that one for me would be a C. It was good. C for me is decent. Nothing special, but I was happy to watch it. Yeah, that would be a C for me. So what is this one? This one is Varus. This is As We Fall. This is the music video As We Fall. This was really good. The actual visuals in this are really impressive as well. I like the kind of scary aspect of it where it's the two guys, and one of them is injured. He throws him into the pool to try and keep him alive. I like how it shows these like demons out there that pull him to one side as he's falling down, and the other guy's pulled to the other side. And then the reveal at the end of Varus, who I play quite often in League of Legends as well. That's like an epic ending to it. So that for me would have to go into, it's either a B or an A. I think for now I'm going to put it at, I'm going to put that at B. I'm going to put that at B. It is really good, but not quite at A level. I'm going to be quite picky with A and particularly S as well. Awaken, this is the 2009 2009 cinematic. Oh, that's another thing as well. I've not included the Worlds, the actual opening ceremonies as well. So I've watched all the opening ceremonies from 2017 up to the most recent one. I'm not including them, obviously, in this as well. So this is the 2019 Awaken. This one for me goes straight into S. This is one of my favourite videos from League of Legends. I like the build-up of the music. I like how you have these three stories, don't you? You have the one of Irelia. You have the one of Draven and Riven. That's really good. And also the one between Camille and Jhin. And the one between Camille and Jhin has the best image. That shot where she's actually flying down onto him. That's one of the best images I've seen in any League of Legends video. So for all them reasons, the score is really nice as well. It picks up perfectly. For all them reasons, that has to be an S. So moving on to this one, this is the Tales of Runeterra series. This is the first one. This is called Before Glory, I think. So this shows Fiora and Garen. It's decent, but I put that as a C. Nothing special. I like the actual shot at the end where they're both running towards this dragon. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll give that a C. This one is Tales of Runeterra. This is Breathe. This one again, I've just said I'm going to be picky with putting things into S. You'll see at the end, it should actually show that, but that goes into S as well. This is one of my favourites. The best in terms of music as well. I like how it shows the fight off between Darius and Zed, and then right at the end we get the face off where you get Zed and Darius and the armies behind them. Perfect, perfect. For me, this is a S. So moving on to this one, this is Rise Call of Power. This one was really good as well. I like the narration in this one, and it shows his journey putting this stone, basically like the Infinity Stone, putting it back where it belongs because the Call of Power is too dangerous. I would put this one at, this would be a B as well. It was very good, but I'll put that as a B. The Call of the Mountain, that was nice. I'd put that as a C. I like we get the face-off between the two champions, what they're called, Leona, I think it is, and I forgot the other one. No, it's nice, but yeah, I'll put that as a C. Warriors, music video Warriors, this is a really good one as well. The shot right at the end where they're going to the clouds, they're looking above the stadium, and then boom, they come back down to the sound of the music as well. Come on, that is really good. So for me, that one is an A. This one is, what is this? I'm not sure. Oh, this is the Animation Workshop. This is the one where Darius is walking in there and the wolves are stalking him, and then they realise that he ain't scared. He has no, that's it, it's called fear. He shows no fear, so then basically once they know he's not scared, there's no point. There's no point anyway when you're versing Darius. So that one I would put, I like that one, but because of its length it has to go into C. It can't really compare with the rest of them, but in isolation it's very good. The next one is The Passage. So I think this sets up the cinematic, the climb, I think. So yeah, this one for me would also go into C. Yeah. This one is Double Take. This is really funny. This is the one with, who else is in this now? There's Graves, there's Twist of Fate, and there's Misfortune. Yeah, this is really funny, this one. This one would have to go into, let me think now. No, that's B. That will go into B as well. I was going to say A, but no, that goes into B. Beat Go Drum, I think it is. Is it Beat Go Drum? This is the one of the 4 music videos from KDA. For me, this would have to go into D. Unfortunately, I have to go into D. I think the girl dancer is amazing. The music sounds pretty good, but I didn't get to see any Kai'Sa. She wasn't even in the video apart from a couple of seconds. But she wasn't in the video in the way that I thought she was going to be, i.e. like Villain and Evelyn. She wasn't. So because of that reason, it has to go into D. The Climb is the opening cinematic, is it, for 2018? This is really good. This would go into, let me think now what happens in The Climb. Opening scenes, Yasuo, isn't it? And he's got the flute and it's balanced. This one, and you get all the rest of them there. This one is really good. Yeah, I'll put this in an A. I'll put that in an A, yeah. Twist of Fate, this is really good as well. This cinematic's good as well. The opening scene for this is with Fiddlesticks, isn't it? I'm sure it's with Fiddlesticks before he was reworked. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Not as good as The Climb though, but I'll put that as a B. This one here, Tales of the Freyord, this is pretty good as well. This is the one where Braun, he snowboards on his shield because his shield is basically a door. Yeah, this is pretty good, but I will put that one at a C. I'll Show You. This is one of the music videos from KDA as well. The visuals in this one are really good. I like the visuals, but this would have to be a C. Ignite. This is an interesting one actually, Ignite. This is one of the more recent ones that I watched. This is the music video. Is it for 2015? Or 2016 Worlds? The animation is just really strange. And who is it? Someone's eating a broccoli. Is it one of the champions? Is it Faker or is it one of the actual champions in the game? Someone's eating a broccoli. It's so random. But no, that will still go for C, even though it's pretty good. Right, now we're getting there. The Ionian Myth. This covers Yasuo and sets up nicely for Yone. That scene where he's fighting it, and I think he thinks he defeats it, but then as it's dying, it obviously attacks him and infects him. And then the last shot is of him at the back, isn't it? And it turns and it's Yone. Ooh, yeah, this has to be a B. That has to be a B. That was special. KDA Moore, really do like this one. KDA Moore is one of my favourite ones from the band. This would have to be a B. So KDA Popstars, boom, that goes straight into A. It is the first music video they did, and in my humble opinion, it is still the best one they've done. The music video is really good. The hook is amazing, and just everything in between, a Kali's rap and then the singing. Yeah, that goes into A for me. So Kin of the Stained Blade, this is a continuation of the Ionian myth, but it's levels above. This is levels above. This is borderline S. It's borderline, but I'm going to leave it in A. That scene where Yone and Yasuo work together to defeat that monster, and they're slicing it, boom, 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 in midair. Woo, yeah, that's A+. Basically, that is an A+. Next one is this is one from Ionia. This is called The Lesson. I like the dialogue between Akali and Shen, and how Shen is the one who's experienced and understands what to do and what not to do. Yeah, that was good, but that's for me still goes into C. This is the one from Lux. This is Animation Workshop. This is pretty cool. It's pretty good, but I'd have to put that in D. I can't really put that any higher than D if I'm comparing it to the rest of them there. Wouldn't be fair. This one, KDA The Baddest. Was this the second one they dropped? The Baddest. I think this might have been the second music video they dropped after Popstars. This is nice. This is a nice music video. I would put this one in... it's not as good as More. And it's better than Drum Go Drum or Drum Go Dum. So it goes there. It goes into C. This Animation Workshop from Miss Fortune. This is one of my favourites actually from the Animation Workshops. So that makes its way because of that into C. Mount Targon. This is Tales of Runeterra. This one's pretty good as well. I like how it shows that the couple, she gets shot, doesn't she? She gets shot with an arrow and then they walk off and then they become stars. I was so expecting Aurelian Sol to appear in this one. And if he did, that would have been A. But he didn't. So because of that, it isn't as good as any of them. Not as good as any of them. Okay, that goes into C. Legends Never Die. This is 2018, is it? Legends Never Die. I like this one as well. I like it shows the 3 stories and the journey of every story as well. You have Lee Sin, you have Garen, and you have, is it Ash? I think it's Ash. And how at the beginning they're all novices, they're all inexperienced. Ash, the deer that she's hunting, gets away. Lee Sin, I can't remember what happens to Lee Sin, but basically they're all novices, they're all weak, and I like how it shows throughout the video the progression they make. They become more experienced and they're able to become legends. So for that reason, I'm going to put that at B. And obviously the music as well. The actual music video is really good. So yeah, that goes into the B. New Dawn, this is an A. Straight away, this is an A. And I'll tell you why this one, for me, is an A. Is because it's so unique. New Dawn, for me, is nothing like any of the other cinematics on here. Every other cinematic has some kind of storyline, has some kind of plot to it. You know, there's a start, a middle, and an end. This one, there's none. It's the straight up 5v5. It's the champions versus champions. To the death, by the way, as well. I think there's a scene in there where, is it Rengar? Rengar kills Draven, doesn't he? Just straight up kills him. But the fact that there's no storyline, there's no real dialogue, we just throw straight into it, and it's champions versus champions. For that reason, that goes into an A. Quite refreshing as well. And if League are listening, I'd like more of that. I'd like a lot more of that, if I'm honest with you. So that's that one. Noxus, this is one of the Tales of Runeterra videos. Is this number 2? This one might be number 2, where the girl isn't willing to stand by Noxus, but then the king expects her to die, so then she realises the king is not who she wants to serve. Pretty good, but that goes into C as well. I can't really justify putting it on the same level as any of these. Project, this is Overdrive. This is really good. This is Fiora, Lucian, Zed, and I don't know who the other champion is, but I really love that theme. I really love the Project theme, where it's kind of like a mix between Ghost in a Shell and Trod. That's how I kind of describe it. Maybe a little bit of Ready Player One as well. But that actual kind of cyberpunk, so I've named 4 things there. That cyberpunk kind of vibe to it, for me, is just, it works. So that goes into B. Pentacle Mortal Reminder. This is a great track. This is a great track. The first time I heard it, it's heavy rock. First time I heard it, I thought, oh, it's okay. It's all right. Listen to it again. and again and again, and the more times you listen to it, the better it gets. Yeah, I love this track. This one would have to go, it would have gone into B, but the fact that Timo gets booted off the mountain at the end, and how it ends as well, it just drops to silence right at the end. Goes into A. Pentacle, Mortal Reminder, is an A tier. Phoenix, this is another A tier. I really like Phoenix. I like the music video. It makes its way into A tier as well because I love the contrast in this one between the actual real video, real people, if that makes sense, and the animation, and how they blend the two and flip back and forth between the two is something really unique and something I've not seen before. In fact, I don't think I've even seen it ever since from League. But yeah, that makes its way into A. Rise, this one is a B. Rise is really good as well. I like how it shows he's very similar to Legends Never Die in a way. How it shows him rising, he goes through every single level and he versus challenges at each step of the way. He beats them with a different weapon, and I believe obviously it relates back to something, not back to something, it relates back to historical events in League of Legends in the World Series as well, so I like that. And also the people he versus are real people as well. So it's a nice touch because obviously right at the end he versus Faker. So I like how League respects the history of League of Legends and also the people that made it as popular as it is today as well by putting them in the music videos. Nice touch. So that goes into B. This one, Shadow Isles, Tales of Runeterra as well. Yeah, I'm hesitating here because I'm tempted to put this into B. I like the twist at the end of it. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to put this into B. This is the first Tales of Runeterra that makes its way. Oh, no, it's not. double crosses in B as well. But yeah, this makes its way into B. I like how it shows at the beginning that they're trying to put the lanterns on the ward to stop these ghosts from escaping the Shadow Isles. But I like the twist where he obviously gets carried away. He gets lured in by Thresh because of his dad, or an illusion of his dad. And then when he's running away, you actually think he's escaped, but then you realise he's already dead, and that's his soul trying to escape. So I love the twist right at the end there, and he becomes a victim just like his father as well. So because of that reason, that goes into 2B. So then this one here, Senna Shadow's Embrace. This was the first League of Legends video I actually watched and reacted to, and I'm glad I did because this goes straight into S. This one is perfect. The music is perfect, the visuals are amazing, the fight scene between Thresh and Lucian is on point, and I really like that part where he obviously stabs the lantern. We see the journey, don't we? We obviously, after watching the climb and where is the other one, the passage, we know his journey to try and save his wife in essence. I like how he stabs the lantern, she bursts out of it, and then initially you think she's going to shoot him, but she's actually protecting him. Then that throws Thresh off the cliff, and then he then flashes forwards to hold her in his embrace. Yes, perfect. It is as good as it gets. I think it's like 1 minute 30 seconds long, and for 90 seconds of content, it's the best 90 seconds of content for League in my opinion. It is perfect. So this next one is Star Guardians Light and Shadow. I like this one as well. The music in it's very nice. I would have to say this one would probably go. It's better than them. It would going to be. This one. It's good. The next one is Take Over. This is from Worlds 2020. Music's nice in this one. I like this theme and how is it Faker? Faker's training him up to become better and better over time. And then him and the girl obviously meet up back again to fight for the trophy. Yeah, that was my basic explanation of what happened there. I'm sure you could follow along. This one would have to go in, let me think, it's not D, but it's not an S or an A. Would this go into, yeah, I'd put this into B. Just because of the music. The music's cool. Well, here we go. Fiddlesticks, Terror in Demacia. Yeah, that has to be a B as well. Yeah, that's as jumpy as it gets. That last scene where it's a scarecrow and it says help me, and the camera turns around from behind the tree, and then it just I don't know what it does. It goes into some funky shape and then boom, straight at the camera. Yeah, that makes its way into B. The harrowing, this is interesting actually, the harrowing. The visuals on this, there's a scene where the guy's playing with the puppets and then the camera pans to his face. Nice, it is really, really sharp. I like the contrast as well between that and the rest of the actual video where it's kind of like puppets on strings. This one would go into, yeah, this would go into B as well. I'd put that in B. True Damage, this one, yeah, that goes into A. Yeah, that's just, it's not quite for me as good as Pop Stars, but it's not far from it. Yeah, the music's good. I like how what they've done with all the characters. Echo's lines, his first rap part is good, but the second rap part where Yasuo does his little thing and it goes back in time.
I keep on shattering time. I might just leave you.
Yeah, that makes its way into A. Next one is True Genius. I think this is from Tales of Runeterra. This is pretty funny. We get to see in this Echo, we get to see Jinx in this as well. And I forgot this guy's name, Hingledinger, something like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That will go into C. Drum Go Drum. I'm sure. Oh, there you go. I've already put it in. I'm getting confused now. Now then, Villain. This is the best KDA music video on an individual basis because they all have their own individual ones. I believe Akali's is the baddest. Drum Go Drum is Kaiser's. The other one I'll show you is Ari's, and Evelyn's is by far the best. Not only is the music better than the rest of them, but what puts this for me into A is the visuals. The visuals are like nothing else I've ever seen on this tier list. Nothing. The visuals are nice and are tying perfectly with Evelyn and her character as well, being the demon that she is. Yeah, so that will go into A. This one here is the 2020 Warriors. I've remembered this one thing I forgot to put on. Ruination 2021. I'll put that on in a second. But anyways, back to this one. So this is the 2020 cinematic Warrior. Or Warriors. This is very similar to Awaken in that not only are the visuals and animation amazing, but Riot and League have gone one step further because the music is really good as well. And that's what makes these two so special. Not just the visuals, the actual score is very good. This would go into A. This one has to go into A. The scene with Kai'Sa and Ezreal, is it Ezreal? I think it's Ezreal, where he comes back to save her. And there's that shot in there where they're both flashing in between each other shooting these bugs. That is epic. And then right at the end we get Lux revealing that she is a mage and she is about to use it on Sylas. Oh, and Galio's in the background as well. Yeah, that is really good. And for me as well, I actually read the Lux comics after watching this Warriors cinematic, and I wish I did it the other way around because that end scene means so much more to me now. It represents so much more after reading the comics. Anyways, let's move on to the second to last one, which is it Deathmark, I think it's called, which is Z, and this is the League Animation Workshop as well. This one is really good. This one would have to go into C as well though, but it would be C+. This one would be C+. So I rewatched this video a few days ago, and what was interesting is one of the comments that I read said that when you realise it throughout the whole video, them three warriors are fighting basically his shadow. It's not him, it's his shadow. And the guy with the cape that kills the final guy, that's Zed. So that's how you know how OP Zed is. He's just watching there, they're fighting his shadow, and he delivers the final death blow. So that's kind of the list. So bear with me a second because I need to go and get the one for Ruination. Right, so I'm back. So this is 2021's and this is also the one for the Ruined King. No doubt I've probably forgot something else and someone's going to say in the comment section, how could you forget this? But for now, this is all I can remember. This is everything I think for League of Legends. So let's start off with this one, 2021. Now, if I was comparing it directly to Warriors and also to Awaken, 2020 and 2019, it isn't as good as any of them. The visuals are just as good, but the problem is, what makes the two so special is when you combine the amazing imagery and animation with the score. The music is really, really good. We don't really have it in Ruination. Ruination is a little bit more story based as opposed to being more general. And for me personally, that doesn't work. It's not as good. So for that reason, this goes into B. Still good, still very good, but it isn't as good as Warriors and Awaken. And this one, the Ruined King, I think this is kind of the promo for the game. This is pretty cool to see. I like when you see Miss Fortune and what's she called? I want to say Aiole, but that's a garlic dip. But you know who I mean. When they both burst into the bar and start wrecking people. That's pretty good. And then that shot where they're walking out and you've got Pike, you've got Braun, and who else? Is it Yasuo and Ari? I think they're there as well. It's pretty good. Music's nice in it as well. But for me, this one would have to go into... yeah. Just that goes into B. So, yeah. That's it, guys. That is my ranking of every single League of Legends video. This is obviously just my opinion, so if you disagree, don't get annoyed. Just let me know. Let me know if you disagree or if you agree. Just my opinion. And over time, this will change as more videos are released. Now, if you want to stick around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be even more picky now, and I'm going to rank them within their tiers. So, let's go. Let's start off with D. So at the bottom, D, I'd probably leave that as is. Yeah, I think Drum Go Drum deserves to be higher than the League of Legends Animation Workshop for looks. That stays where it is. Now, this gets a little bit trickier. For C, I would have to say my favourite one here. My favourite one would probably be... I don't know what. I think after watching it again, I've got to go with Z. That is just, for me, really good. And then I would probably say, let me run it like this now. This is how it's going to look. I like the baddest. This is how I would have to put it. Ignite, because it's so quirky and different, would probably go there. The passage is a little bit too short, that's why it stays where it is. Yeah, I would probably put it like Call of the Mountain's cool, but it would go below them. And that Ascended would go here. Yeah, that would probably go there. So that would kind of be my ranking, okay? That would be my ranking for C. We have Z, and then we have Miss Fortune, so you can kind of tell I like the Animation Workshop stuff. Then KDA, the baddest. Then the Lesson, because I like the dialogue between Akali and Shen. This most recent one I like as well. I like the visuals in it. I like that he's surfboarding in a desert, and then the crocodiles are flying all over the place, and then we get to see Renekton, Nasus, and Azir. This one, because it's so unique and different. This one I would probably flip over with this one. I actually prefer that one. So it would be the one from Noxus. Then it would be... no, it would have to go like this. See, I'm changing it already. Yeah, like that. That would be... yeah. Then the one from Freyord, because he's surfboarding on... What do I keep surfboarding? Snowboarding. He's snowboarding on his shield. Then that one from Mount Targon. Then the one on Fear, then the first one on Tales of Runeterra, then the Passage, which is pretty good as well, then the Call of the Mountain, then I'll Show You, and then True Genius. So that's my C ranking. B ranking, now it gets tricky. So my B ranking would go, this is tough. This one is tough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say which one. I'm going to go back to front. I'm going to say that Tales of Runeterra have to go at the bottom. Probably like that though. Yeah, let's go from bottom to top. Yeah. Bottom to top. This would probably go in between. Oh, this is tough now. So I kind of grew up to that point, up to Twist of Fate. Yeah, then that goes there. Rise is really good. Oh, now it's getting tricky. I would probably say now, after Takeover, I really like this one. But the music's all good in these. One is really good. Oh, I'm sorry, not one. More is really good. I think I'm going to leave it like that though. Yeah. So you go Rise Call of Power. I like the narration and story in that. Then the Ionian Myth. Then KDA more. Then Overdrive. Then As We Fall, which is really good. Then Legends Never Die and Rise. They're both very good. Then Terra in Demacia. Then Rune Nation. Then Takeover. Okay, then Twist of Fate, then Star Guardians, then the Harrowing, then Shadow Isles, Double Take, and Ruin King. So that's B. Let's go now on to A. So if I was ranking A in their tier, A tier, this is going to have to, this is a tough one as well. It gets harder and harder, doesn't it? A tier would have to be, let me try again what I did before, go from the bottom up. It would be The Climb. Then it would be Warriors. Then I would have Pentakill. Then this one. Then Phoenix. Then KDA. No, True Damage. Then KDA. This is where it gets tricky now. New Dawn, Warriors, and Ruined Blade. I would probably put Warriors at the top. Yeah, I think it would probably go like that for A class. Okay, let's move on to the final one, S-Class. So for S-Class, these are the three Amigos: Awaken, Breathe, and Senna Shadow's Embrace. So I would have to say it would... Breathe would be third, even though it's really good. It would be between Awaken and Senna Shadow's Embrace. This means a lot to me though, because it was the first one I watched as well. But I would probably leave... No, I can't. That has to be first. It's just too good. Just the music, everything about it's too good. It's very close though. Everything in S tier is as good as it gets. But for me, S tier will be Senna Shadow's Embrace, then 2019 Awaken, and then Breathe. That will be it. So yeah guys, that is my ranking of every single League of Legends video, and then the ranking within each tier as well. So if you stuck around for that, I appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree or disagree, and where would you rank them. What would be your, let's just say now, what would be your top 3? List me your top 3 favourite videos from League of Legends. These are my 3, Shadow's Embrace, Awaken, and Breathe. So yeah, I think I'll leave it here today guys on this one. What I plan to do eventually is do a very similar thing for the login themes, but I've got a long way to go. Before I actually get onto them, but I do plan to at some point do one for the login themes.